Good evening, guys. Welcome to Shibuya. Just finished work and heading home. It's evening. It's a Friday night. I'm not expecting many people to be awake, but it should be a fun ride home. So what we're gonna do, because we are in Shibuya and this doesn't happen very often, at nighttime, we are going to ride through the crossing area and see the lights. The big screen should be lit up now, and we'll kind of do a circuitous. You never know, I'm a narrator. Can't pronounce the words. Circuitous. Somebody help me out here. A circuit-like route. Welcome, guys. I don't think the usual hoods are in the house because everybody's asleep, but welcome aboard. I just had a really fun job. It's been a lot of game narrations recently. Tonight was not a game. Or this evening was not a game. This was Dalmatian. I read a storybook. It's a Tibetan folk tale. Really cool story about this prince that turns into a dog to in search for barley to feed his village. And there's like a serpent king and all kinds of crazy characters that I got to play, and it was a lot of fun. So my voice is a little, maybe not as usual, a little harsh right now. But I'll be talking softly to you guys as we make our way through Shibuya, one of the coolest, most popular neighborhoods for tourists and Japanese alike. You will be seeing a lot of tourists as we come through. This is the Jinan area. We're right by the Apple store, Jinan part of Shibuya. I just worked at this studio right here on the right called Crazy TV. This is a kind of a busy crossing right here. We'll stop. Oh, good timing. You can see the people crossing the street. But we are officially in rainy season now, as of yesterday, I believe, or the day before yesterday. So, not a lot of sun, and not necessarily a lot of clouds during the rainy season here. Or sorry, not necessarily a lot of rain. There usually is a lot of clouds, but occasionally you can have blue sky and sun during rainy season. But that'll go for about 3 weeks to a month into mid-July, and then it's just smoking hot after that. Welcome, guys. I'll try to take a peek at the chats. I don't have my glasses on, so everything's a blur except for the road in front of me. Thank goodness. All right, let's make our way over to the Shibuya crossing. We're just passing Parco. Muji store over here on the right. There's the Apple store on the left. And Onitsuka Tiger. I'm actually wearing some right now. Onitsuka Tigers. Crazy busy now. This was not like this, but somehow the word got out, and it's just a madhouse at all of the Onitsuka Tiger shops. In Tokyo, at least. There's one in actually Roppongi where I've got mine, in Roppongi Hills. Maybe not as crowded, but the one in Harajuku and here in Shibuya. Crazy crowded. All right, dead ahead is the Shibuya crossing. Ooh, we got an R8 in front of us. Yee-hoo! That's a nice one. Yeah, baby. I love these cars. That matte black, same color as my Vespa. Only this thing's got a few more horsies than mine. My Vespa, that is. Pretty sweet car, though. I was looking at these. These have the V10. Can't tell. Yes, the V10. The older ones have a V8. But if I'm going to get one, I got to go for the V10. So actually, I went to look at a convertible one, and it wasn't in the shop, and then I kind of lost interest. So obviously, I wasn't that serious. But beautiful cars. So up here's the crossing, and if we can pull it off, God, it's crazy busy. We can't turn right, which is where I wanted to go. So what we're gonna do, I want to try to stop at the crossing. Ooh, hello. So we'll pull over here, and we'll kind of get some pole position. Oh, here we go. All right. Timed that well. So right behind us are all of the Mario Karts. There's a ton of companies that are doing that now. And they dress up in crazy costumes and stuff. This is all tourists. Crazy. I was talking to my neighbor the other day, and she said she was in Harajuku and Shibuya. She said, I couldn't find any Japanese people. She's like, where's the Japanese? And it's true. Especially right around here and up the street to the right where Don Quixote is in Shibuya. It's cray-cray. It's all tourists. All right, we got a light change in here. Not yet. We're gonna have to get in front of these guys. Wow, look at that sea of people over there. I wonder if we can do... No, we can't do a U-turn up there. I forgot how long this light is. We're going to do a lefty up here, go back around. Friday night, Shibuya. It's a hip place to be. Oh, there's Shohei Ohtani. You can't see him over on the big screen over here to the right. There's a game called MLB Pro Spirit. Game like Ohtani actually picks a Japanese player. I'm not going to say his name, but if you know Japanese players, he is the new. And what was the other one I just did? When I do these jobs, they just vaporize from my memory banks. Dragon Ball coming up. Dragon Ball Legends. And yeah, lots of stuff. This is kind of the season for games, so I'm doing lots of game stuff. Another super big one coming up that I start on Monday or Sunday. Inazuma 11 soccer game. Doing some of the characters for that, which is going to be a big a challenge. Character voices are always a challenge when you got to do lots of screaming and stuff. All right, we are making our way to the upper parts of Shibuya, and we're going to get to the expressway. Head up here. Actually, I wanted to go right there. That's right. We just crossed that crossing that we started at the beginning of this stream, and we're gonna go past. Actually, we're on the other side of Parco now. We're going past Tokyo Hands up here on the left. The Virgins. There's a shop here called The Virgins. Oh dear. It looks like it's a place where you can try on wedding dresses. And there's some interesting girls there DJing inside. It looks pretty cool. Might have to stop here sometime. Stay focused, PPG. Stay focused. Do not need any accidents. These gothies, goth girls there on the left. So today is my wife's birthday, and I bought her pillows for the sofa. Don't tell her, but actually I'd already ordered them, and I was like, what the hell am I going to get her for her birthday? And then I remembered that Amazon had just delivered the pillows I ordered for the sofa. Perfectly timed. So I wrapped it up in newspaper, real classy. And I made kind of a cute little name tag, happy birthday, Kyoko. And taped that to the box, and then when she woke up this morning and it was on the dining room table, she was all excited. I gave her some cash for a massage, and we're gonna go out to dinner when I get home. I know, not very romantic, but you know, in a pinch, you make it happen. I made it happen. So straight ahead here, we will be passing NHK, which has kept food on my table for 25 years. I used to do more NHK work, but still do plenty of documentaries and educational recordings. This is the main broadcasting center for Japan right there, NHK. such an old man, but that's what keeps me alive. I always slow down at intersections, regardless if the light's green or not. You just never know. People crossing here. You may have seen the tall buildings dead ahead. That was Shinjuku. We're passing Yoyogi Park on our right. Yoyogi Park on the right. And we just passed through Tomigaya, the Tomigaya part, which is the northern part of Shibuya. And making our way to the on-ramp of the Shuto Expressway. Coming up. Coming right up. And I'm going to have to close my shield here. It's going to get windy. Kids. Gotta love that triple. Hopefully we'll have relatively smooth sailing home. This is, what time is it? About 6:30. So there may be some traffic once we get to the Expressway 5 off of where we are now, the Shuto. So this is Gaien. We will see we've already passed it. No, coming up here. We'll see the Olympic Stadium off on the right. Lots of traffic on the right. Want to be yeah, Olympic Stadium's right here on the right. Beautiful stadium. Designed by Kengo Kuma. Did the opening ceremony for the 2020 Olympics. Gave a 1-minute speech live to 1.5 billion people. And it was about it was a tribute to the Israeli wrestling team that was massacred at the Munich Olympics in '72 by Palestinian terrorists. How fitting now that we have what's going on now. Fitting, maybe not the right word, but it's a sad parallel. Yeah, we got big traffic. Big traffic. duck behind this truck, so it's no way. These fellas. Coming up here on the left and right is Akasaka Mitsuke. So we're kind of like dead center in Tokyo right now. And there's a fun little activity to do over here on the left, which is there's a little lake. It's actually one of the channels or the canals here. But you can rent a rowboat, and they might even have those swan boats. But you can fish. It's a catch and release arrangement. But it's quite relaxing. You've got views of these skyscrapers here in Akasaka Mitsuke. Kind of a little different to do. You see up on the left all the green trees. Right below is where the water is if you rent the boats from. It's a little boathouse down there. But yeah, something to think about doing. Alright, our lane is ending up here. You gotta go left or right. Can't do both. And we got a yellow line, so we gotta get over to our left lane here and stay. There's a G-Wagon. There's so many G-Wagons here in Tokyo. It's just incredible. And those things aren't cheap. They're used on the used market. They're about 20 million yen at the cheapest for a relatively new model. So that's 170 grand, 180 grand or something. It's crazy expensive. And there's just so many of them. So somebody's got cash. For a little bit and try to get past some of this traffic. Thread the needle here. Ooh, that was tight. That was tight. It looks really scary on this. I've got it set at the wide angle lens, so it looks dodgier than it is, but that one was really dodgy. You may have flinched. So if you're just joining, we are riding here in Tokyo. It's Friday evening. And we just left Shibuya, and we're heading towards northern Tokyo on the expressway. And we're riding Agent Orange, which is my 2008 Triumph Speed Triple. And she is just gagging to be opened up here. So, who am I to keep that from her? Alright, yeah, here comes the traffic. Here comes the traffic. So my usual route home may we'll take a look. It may be a bit congested. In which case, we're going to exit and go up Hakong Street through Jim's Boat Show, and into Sudomo, around there. Yeah, it's looking a bit. This is rush hour, so I think we're gonna have to exit the expressway. This is fine. It's actually faster to get home if there's traffic on the expressway. Exiting and taking the side roads home is faster. So yeah, it's pretty crowded up there. All right, we're gonna get off here. This is Chidori Gakuji, which is it's right by the Imperial Palace. Imperial Palace is over here on our right. Coming up past all these guys. Make our way up front. Nice Bentley. Oh yeah. Oh man. We'll see straight ahead here. So the Imperial Palace is right up off to our right. And straight ahead is Otemachi. You'll see the lights on the buildings. You can see over there. Passing through Jim's Boat Show. What a lovely night. Perfect temperature. But as I said, it's rainy season, so tomorrow actually it's going to start raining again. But it's got a nice air, feels clean and crisp. Move this over a tiny bit, that's right. So there's a Shogakukan, which is a huge, and Shueisha, they're both publishers, manga. Both their headquarters are here in Jimbocho. There's one of those puffer jackets with the fan, the built-in fans that circulate air over your body. That's a Japanese invention. I do this show called Japan's Top Inventions. The narrator for it, and it's incredible. The number of inventions that this tiny little island in the South Pacific has created. It's endless. We've done, gosh, 40, I think, 40 episodes maybe. And they just keep coming up with more and more and more. And those vented jackets for construction workers is one of them. It's a really simple thing, but basically it circulates air through the inside. It fits tight on your body and it circulates air over your body. So when you're sweating, that air is cooling you off and it keeps you cool in hot summer days. It became a huge hit, and it's actually part of the uniform of these construction companies, and you know, they're guys that are working on the street. It's like mandatory; they have to wear them now because it keeps you from getting heat stroke. All right, we're coming up on Suidobashi. Suidobashi. We've just passed through Jimbocho, and now Suidobashi is up here on the left. Suidobashi Station, which is where Tokyo Dome is, Tokyo Dome City, all that stuff. I wonder if bakery in my old neighborhood is still open. I could buy my wife a small cake. She got cushions, cash, taking her out for dinner. That's enough. I don't want to spoil her. All right, here's Tokyo Dome. In Tokyo Dome City, the amusement park, the jet coaster, the Ferris wheel up on the left. Kasuga, right by the judo, the official judo, what would you call it? I don't know if headquarters is the right word, but they have judo matches there, and it's an international judo center. So folks from all over the world come there and throw people around in pajamas. Angry white pajamas. on right now is called Hakong Street. And it's a straight shot from the Imperial Palace. That's where it terminates. But this, you could, I think it goes all the way into Saitama to stay on this street. But we're going to take it up to Sugamo, and that's the terminus of our stream today. This might be our first evening stream, actually. I think I've never done an evening time stream. Oh yeah, the sky's getting dark up there. Looks like rain. I'm getting hungry. We just passed two fantastic yakiniku shops right there at Hakong. They're actually the same group, and they're separated by about a block. Right on the corner. In fact, I don't even know the name of it. It might be, I think it's called Hakong Yakiniku or something like that. Super good, consistently good. It's been there for decades. Reasonable, nice people, recipe for success. So if you're on the Mita line and you get off at Hakong, check out the yakiniku shop there. Super good. You guys still with me? Anybody still there? Hello? Hello? Can somebody... Okay, good. I confirm that somebody is still alive and in the chats watching. Very good. Light? What do you guys think? Yeah, we can. I could not have done that on my scooter. Have the cojones that this does. Alright, we're passing through Sugamo. Sugamo is coming up. Mentioned in our last live stream some unfortunate news about this guy named Adam. He was the manager of Titans, which is a craft beer shop in Otsuka. And 3 weeks ago now, on Saturday night, he was coming home. I don't know if he was on foot or on his bicycle, but just up the street here, a couple blocks, he was killed. And I don't have the details other than they said there was a pedestrian accident. And he had two little kids, like a 4-year-old and a 7-year-old, and wife, Japanese wife, I guess. He was, I wouldn't even say an acquaintance, but he was a familiar face at Titans. Been there many times, and quiet guy, nice guy. Came to Japan to work there at that craft beer place. They hired him from abroad to manage it, and he came and NSX in front of us. Not a big fan of that model year NSX. I like the newer one. But yeah, you just gotta stay alert. I mean, who knows? I don't know the details. And perhaps he was checking his phone and crossing. The light was crossing on a red crosswalk or something. I don't know. Not paying attention, or maybe somebody ran a red light. It's nighttime, so yeah, that sucks. But Mr. NSX man, let me in. So here in Japan, they put flowers where people have died. And so at this crossing up here where Adam was hit, there are flowers, and people are placing flowers there. Right here on the right, you can see there's a yellow sign. Right now we're passing it. The sign says there was a fatal accident here, as kind of a sobering reminder to people crossing, to people driving, that, you know, you gotta be careful. Check when you're crossing the street. Don't be reckless. That's a really horrible thing to go through. And kids, we are going to say sayonara. So, it's been a pleasure having you along. I'm going to pull over here for a second, bid you farewell in a proper gentlemanly way. There I am. Thanks for coming along, guys. We will be doing more when the weather's good, and impromptu live streams. I'm working on editing stuff, and I think I mentioned about my podcast that I'm putting together now, which is going to be epic. A 6-part, I'll just call it a fictional true crime. So stay tuned for that. It's a biggie. So it should be fun, but that's a long ways off. On episode 2, writing it, but we're not going to be recording it with voice actors and things until everything's done. So it's going to be a while. But anyhow, that's news from me. Thanks always for joining, and talk to you guys soon. Have a great weekend. Ciao for now.